Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and the full line of Trek-Lite lockboxes. Affordable security for home or travel. Get 15% off with code SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. Rimfire. It's lightweight, durable, easy on recoil, and inexpensive to shoot. Like this Smith & Wesson Victory model, they make great guns for starting out and for training. And that was the thought during the build-up to World War II, when many recruits joining the service had little firearms experience. The Army found an answer in the civilian market, a Rimfire training pistol that is now one of history's guns. History remembered and sponsored by the Civilian Marksmanship Program. This semi-auto is an American veteran that served our nation in World War II. But like many who fought for the cause of freedom, it did so here, on American soil, and not on a battlefield in Europe or the Pacific.
The high standard 22 trainer, the Model B, never went to war. It was 22 long rifle. It was strictly a training device. High Standard was the only company during World War II that made 22 training pistols for the U.S. military.
High Standard built 14,000 Model Bs in 1942 and 43. Easily done since the company was producing a civilian version before the war began. The Model B was adopted by the Army in 1942, a few months after Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor. Americans were signing up to fight, but the top brass discovered many recruits knew little to nothing about firearms, and starting their training with a 1911 proved too steep a learning curve.
To start somebody out with a 45 government model that had never fired a handgun before could be a little intimidating. Plus, you know, the U.S. government being ever thrifty, matter of fact, all militaries are, it's a heck of a lot cheaper to do training with 22 long rifle ammo than 45 ACP ammo. It's not a new concept. I mean, the Brits were doing it in their Martini Henry rifles, their 297, 230 Morrises, and in some of their handguns, including Lugers and 1911 government models and whatnot, could have conversion units where you could actually fire 22s in full-size guns.
New concept or not, it made good sense, and the Model B was right for the job. Substantial, reliable, and accurate. This pistol lived up to its name.
You know, the High Standards were real guns. They were made out of steel, none of this plastic or aluminum stuff. And beautifully, beautifully made and beautifully machined. They had a number of different models prior to the Model B and lots and lots of different models, after the Model B.
The High Standard is a blowback design with a 10-round magazine. Its notch sight in back and blade in front are much like the sights on the government model, but that's about where the similarity ends. The Model B is hammerless, and its controls, like the safety, are not as sophisticated as the 1911s. Still, it filled the government's bill for a cost-effective and practical trainer. Countless soldiers and sailors learned to shoot with the pistol, though action photos are hard to come by. Here's one of the Waves, the Women's Naval Reserve, training with this small caliber pistol.
The 22 trainers filled the bill admirably and adequately.
Another important feature of the firearm is its 22 long rifle round, one of the most widely produced cartridges in the world.
It's a great little cartridge and cheap to make. Of course, obviously it can't be reloaded because it's a rimfire. And used in a training pistol, acquaints you with how the guns work and how to hit something with a handgun.
And while the 22 long rifle was for training only in the High Standard Model B, Gary reminds us it has a long history.
Great little round, classic round, one of the 3 or 4 greatest rounds of all time. No getting around it.
A great round and pistol that were right for their time to serve on the home front in World War II.
This is a substantial handgun. You really feel like you're holding something in your hand. And they work very, very, very well, and they're very accurate. They were superb guns, and there was a good choice for a training gun in World War II.
The .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge. easily outperforms all other .22 caliber cartridges in its class, producing .22 250 performance in an AR-15 platform. The .22 ARC is engineered to take full advantage of the most aerodynamic .22 caliber bullets. This means tighter groups, increased accuracy, and an exceptional shooting experience. .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge from Hornady.
Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the content. A couple of notes. Make sure you take advantage of SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. That's our discount code that saves you 15% on anything from SnapSafe, and that gets to be some big money when you start talking about modular safes and vault doors. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. As always, a like and a comment helps us with that algorithm.